Welcome everybody to Vox'S Vibrator for the Brain, episode number 1. What we're going to do tonight is pretty much just talk about what the show is going to be about and what the fuck is going on in this world today. Why are we here? Where the fuck are we? Where the fuck are we going and what are we going to do about it? That's what the show is going to be about. I wrote some stuff down about some of the topics that we're going to discuss. They are, but not limited to, the Illuminati, where it got started, Adam Weishaupt, all that great stuff. And is it a real thing? Is it still prevalent in the world today? Do they rule us? Do they control us? We'll talk about all that stuff. Huge on this show is going to be the flat earth. It's something I got into about 10 years ago. It's something I tried my ass off to disprove because I didn't want to believe it was true. I grew up thinking that NASA was real. Let me turn this fucking music off. I grew up thinking that NASA was real and that anybody could be an astronaut and go to the moon and someday go to the stars and all that bullshit. But that's not real. It's fake. And anybody who believes it is a fucking crazy motherfucker. So, yeah. Not a true thing. We're going to talk about the banking system. We're going to talk about how the moon landing was fake and why they faked it. And in case you don't know why they faked it, it was faked to hide where you live. You see, if NASA, who is a bunch of Nazis, obviously from Germany, when they came over here through Operation Paperclip, they basically took over the fucking government and lied to us about everything. What did they lie to us about? Where the fuck we are. We're not on a fucking spinning ball. We are not. Research it yourself. Don't believe a fucking word I have to say. Research it yourself. Oh my god. I got so much shit on this paper right now. I'm just better flying off the cuff than reading this shit. You know, the show ideas and the stuff we're going to be talking about. Let me just read this real quick and before I start commenting on every fucking subject. We'll be here forever. And you guys will go fucking nuts and see what a scatterbrained motherfucker I am. But we're going to talk about the birth certificates. Your birth certificate. And the fact that it's owned by the Rothschild family. You don't believe that shit? Look it up. It'll trip your fucking mind. Reptilians. Shape-shifting. Yeah. I've seen it happen live on TV myself, so I know that shit's not fucking CGI. We're going to talk a little bit about cloning. It's not something I'm going to get into a lot. If it so works out that way, then that's what we'll talk about a little bit here and there. We're going to talk about UFOs, something I'm hugely into, but have lately had a little change of mind about what UFOs are. Maybe demons. Yeah, possibly. We're going to discuss different authors that I've read, such as Manly P. Hall. You'll hear people saying that, oh, it's the Masons that do everything. It's the Masons that control everything. Well, I used to hear that shit myself, so I decided I'd read up on the Masons, and I've read a lot of books about the Masons and what they believe. I'll give my opinion on that on a later date, but you might be surprised to hear what I think on that. We're going to read some stuff by Madame Blavatsky, who influenced Hitler and the Vril Society. Alchemy, something I'm huge into. Studying, I don't do alchemy myself, but I'm just curious what would make people think that they could turn lead into gold. But it's not really turning lead into gold. It's about transforming the human being and purifying the human being, if you believe such a thing, and the processes that you do that solve that coagulation. We'll get into it. Religion is, it's everything. I mean, whether you're religious or not, it really is everything. And I guess it goes to what you would call your definition of religion. What's your definition of religion? Is something you, yeah, or is it a way you live your life? Is it a way of morality? You know, such as, I mean, think about the Bible. Is it all fact? Is it a guidebook? for morality. I don't know. We're going to talk about that stuff. I was raised Catholic, and I got away from, I guess, Jesus, I guess you would call it. I got into Buddhism and meditation and things like that. But recently I'm getting a lot more into just believing in Jesus, believing in the Bible again, just because everything I see around me in the world turns me that way. And we're going to get heavy into that, about the powers that be, the powers that control this planet, and how it goes back to the Bible. And we're going to correlate all those things, and we're going to connect the dots. We're going to talk about Rosicrucianism. I got into the Rosicrucians big time and studied what they were all about. The Knights Templar, that kind of stuff, their connections and what they were all about. The Shroud of Turin is a fascinating thing. You know, makes me believe in Jesus even more. We've talked a lot about martial arts too, like UFCs, fighting. I love the UFC. I'm a martial artist myself. And yeah, we're definitely going to talk about martial arts. Ormus is another topic. It's we'll just talk about Ormus another day. Organite, it's the stuff you can make out of metal, some twisted up copper. I've made some. See if I don't have it sitting here right now, or else I would show it to you. But I made some myself, and because I'm a skeptic, I want to try things out for myself. I don't want to just regurgitate and parrot something that I hear of somebody else. I want to do the studies myself. But anyway, I made some of the stuff. It's organite. I'm going to do a video and show you how to make it. And it supposedly gives off energy. Do you believe that? Maybe you don't believe it. But a quick test you could do is I made a little piece about yay big, about the size of a little muffin. Because I actually made it in a muffin container. And what you do is, after you make the organite, you put it in the freezer and you put a glass of water on top of it. And you will see that the glass of water on top of it will freeze, but inside the ice itself will be a spiral pattern. So cool, man. So cool. I use it to charge my food, put water on it, charge my water. If you believe in such things, look it up. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Anyway, we're going to talk about William Cooper. He's a conspiracy guy from back in the day. He got killed. He's somebody I used to listen to a lot, and I really respected. And it's like a lot of things, man. With conspiracy, the people who talk a lot about stuff, they get killed. They get killed. So the people that have been around for a long time and they're still talking about shit, that's why I kind of wonder if they're a shill and they're on some kind of fucking payroll or something. So yeah, I'm always on shill watch anytime anybody's new on TV, I guess, just because of fucking seeing how Joe Rogan fucking stabbed everybody in the back and fucking changed. I used to love that guy because of the shit he would say, being mainstream, talking about how the moon landing was fake. Yeah, fucking paid motherfucker. He makes me sick what is be happening to him. I love Eddie Bravo, though. Don't get me wrong, I love Eddie Bravo. He's one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Michael Dasarian's done some interesting work on the ancient origins of Ireland and stuff. So we're going to talk about that. The mud flood. The mud flood is something I just got into like in the last month, and I've been totally obsessed with it. If you don't know what the mud flood is, it's a theory that the world was basically reset. There's different theories on times, like maybe the 1800s, possibly. I mean, crazy to think about. And that there was this big flood of mud, and it basically wiped out a race known as the Tatarians. And these Tatarians allegedly had all kinds of advanced things. We'll see. I mean, I'm just getting into it. It's interesting, and who knows. I'm addicted to it, though. I love watching shit on it. Time travel. Time travel is a bad motherfucker, man. If you get into the Mandela effect at all and how crazy shit is with things changing, I have taken so many different Mandela effect tests to see what the hell I thought was a version of reality, and it's just crazy how things have changed. I mean, I would have bet millions of dollars on some of this shit, but it is what it is. Numerology, we're going to get into that heavy because the people that control us are into it. So they use numbers and their symbols to show us what they're going to do and laugh in your fucking face. Talk a little bit about Bigfoot from time to time, you know. I've never seen them, but can't rule them out being there. It'd make for a nice night of conversation. Meditation and consciousness. Something I am huge into. I love to meditate. I believe personally that everything is consciousness. If you believe in the Big Bang Theory, the fact that, you know, everything was compressed into this infinitely small space of nothingness and just exploded outward, you know, it's a beautiful concept. It means if you believe in quantum entanglement, you know, we're all one. We're all one. We'll do some talks from time to time on just different music and art, what's good out in the world today. Chemtrails, yeah, been talking about them forever. I can't believe that there's still people that fucking deny what chemtrails are. I've been telling them for 10 years, hey, look up in the fucking sky up there, what is that? Oh, that's just a plane, yeah, I looked it up, man, it's called the contrail. Fuck you, eat a dick, man. You believe that shit. Morgellons disease, that shit fucking trips me out, man. That's some crazy shit there. You see all these people that are sick and they got fibers coming out of them. Oh my god. So we're going to get into that too. Another huge subject with me would be herbs and alternative health. I have a degree in herbology. I guess you could call it, for a lack of a better word. But yeah, we're going to talk about herbs and how you don't need all this medicine and shit and getting vaccines. Fuck that, man. Anybody who gets a vaccine unless their kid's vaccinated, they should get kicked in the dick. We're going to talk a little bit about the devil. Yeah. The devil, the big D. Something that most people don't believe in anymore. So yeah, he fucking did a great job telling you guys he didn't fucking exist and you believe in it. Black goo. Black goo. We're going to talk about that. It's not black jizz. It's black goo. Look it up. We'll talk about it. A huge one going on right now is 5G. Yeah, we're all going to get fucking fried. Yeah, sounds great, right? No, we're going to talk a lot about 5G too. Mandela effects, I already talked about that. And something that blows me the fuck away is the sun simulator. What's that? The sun simulator, yeah. Do you remember when you were a kid, what color was the sun? Chances are you'd say it was orange. Look at it now. It doesn't look like it's orange. It's white. It looks like somebody took a fucking light bulb and bing, fucking flicked it. It's got this crazy ass white fucking color to it. That shit don't look right. It just don't look right. And you can go look up too. There is actually patents for sun simulators. There's a lot of information on there if you want to go look that up for yourself before we talk about it. Because all these subjects that I've mentioned on here, that's going to be like probably at least like an hour to 90 minutes per subject. And you know, and when you dive deep into this shit, you ain't even going to scratch the surface. But anyway, that's just a brief overview of what the show's going to be like. And I'm basically doing this so I can get the word out there and see how the hell these effects work, if they even worked. But anyway, until the next time, I'm going to get the hell out of here. God bless you, and love and be good to one another. God bless.